Keep it 100 Oklahoma High School Sports on this Sunday afternoon. I'm with my man Big E, my man Big Jonah. He joined us back after his little long vacation, kicking it with the kids, taking care of business. But folks, we out here at QB Impact with Coach Tom George, man. He got probably about, what y'all think, about 60, 70 kids out here?
Yeah, about.
He's doing his thing, folks. I tell you, man, it's a good deal. If you're looking to get your kids some work, you need to find this man, Tom George, man. I'm telling you, he's out here doing big things. We're out here at Southern Nazarene on their nice turf field, man, and he got QBs, he got DBs, he got linemen, he got a little bit of everything, folks. I tell you, it feels good. How y'all guys doing today?
Doing good, you know.
Y'all got to speak up. You know the wind is blowing.
Yeah, here, I'm going to turn up the mic a little
Turn the
bit.
mic up. Like, that might be too hot.
Too loud.
Yeah, man, that's my fault, man. Folks, we got a little bit of business going on. Like I said, I got my man Big E. What's going on, Big E?
Oh, not much. Just same old, still working, trying to make some money so I can get this school paid for.
Said make some money.
Make some money. Jonah, how you doing?
I'm doing.
We've been missing you, though. It's good to see us all back on this Sunday afternoon. Folks, like I said, we out here at QB Impact with Coach Tom George, and he got a bunch of QBs out here. He got Jenks out here. Hey, they got OU's old quarterback out here. What's his name, Big E?
Michael Bowens.
Michael Bowens. A guy, this young man is out here kind of putting on the show, folks. He looks like a linebacker. They got another young man out here. I think that's Southern Nazarene's QB. He's built like a linebacker. They said he went off against UCO last year, running for over 300-some yards. I can see it. I wouldn't want to try to tackle his big ass neither.
That's a business decision.
Yeah, that's a business decision. If you want to play or you want to be hurt, so it's up to you. But folks, like I said, we're about to kick off high school spring football, man. I tell you, with track and baseball wrapping up next week, you'll start seeing spring football kick off. And I tell you, it's going to be really interesting to see what we got this year in spring because a lot of quarterbacks has left and went on to different graduated. And now some of these schools got to find who's going to be the next man calling the shot. You got some bids going over at Carl Albert. You got Cash over there. They got the young Anderson. He's just going to be a freshman, but I tell you, he plays on my 7-on-7 team. He's going to have to put some work in, but I tell you, the man's he's going to give it a fight. Don't be surprised if you see him playing in some varsity games if it's getting blown out. I tell you, over at Carl Albert. I'm told over at Chata. They got some going on over there. I know Cash Williams just got released, but I tell you, the young man was Landon.
Landon, I can't remember the last name.
The young man that transferred in from Guthrie. I tell you right now, it's kind of windy, folks, so I apologize, but we out here doing a show live outside. But I tell you, though, they're going to have their work cut out because you got two good quarterbacks in Cash, and then you got the Landon kid that just picked up his second offer. The kid ain't played a varsity down of football, so somebody sees something in this young man that's very special because he got an offer from
he's got a lot of size. He's 6'4", over 200 pounds.
707?
Huh?
Was he the one that was out there on 707?
No. He's a freshman. That's Hawk's little boy, the one you saw at 707. So they got some QBs coming up in the future, though, because I said Hawk's young man he looked pretty good the other night throwing the ball around. The kid is probably about 6'2", 6'3". I know he's a good baseball player, but like I said, talking about the Landon kid, he's already got two offers. He got Akron, where his other counterpart went, still. Also, then he got Kent State that he just picked up over the weekend. So that's just telling you right there, folks, that he got some big things in hand because if you already got two offers and you ain't played a varsity down, somebody sees something in you, folks. So I know Corbin's gonna have him and the offensive coordinator gonna have their hands tied up. Who's gonna call that show next week? Then Midway City losing their starting quarterback. He leaves and goes off to UNLV. And now they're gonna have to find somebody who's gonna have to replace DJ Irvin that's been there for the last 18 years. But he's finally graduated, folks. So somebody else get a chance to play QB at Midway City. So it's gonna be interesting. Then you got the young man over at Bethel, Tapley. He's gonna have a chance to take them Bethel Wildcats to a chance to get to a state championship. And Jones, Jones lost in the semifinals last year, and they'll have a chance right here to come back and redeem himself. Jenks got a young man out here, man, a little skinny, little pretty boy, look like sunshine with a buzz. But I tell you, he looks like he's gonna do some things. We'll probably bring him over here and let him talk to us and tell me what Jenks got, because they got a battle. They still got to battle Bigsby and Broken Arrow and Wausau and all those teams. Union. So Union. Hey, Union said we might have got upset last year, but we coming back this year for the revenge. Bigsby said, hey, guess what? We keep on winning what class we in. We can be in 6A big, 6A small. The gold ball still got to go through us. But folks, what you guys thinking, man, over spring ball, watching OU and some of the other teams, Alabama and Georgia, what do you think spring ball is going to look like going into the next season for some of these college teams?
I don't know. Quarterback is the main topic. Alabama lost theirs. Georgia lost theirs. OU, we still don't know. I don't trust. What's his name? Gabriel. I see that the freshmen will probably come in, get some game time, because Dylan will do something stupid. I don't even know why Michah left. He looks good. I mean, I don't. Unless it was grades or in trouble or something. I mean, I don't get it.
Well, they got. I mean, it just tells you, man. Sometimes these kids get in this portal, man. They got 4 or 5 kids out there that's in front of them, man.
If I was him, I leave too. There's no way Booty should be in front of him.
Yeah, and then you look at they brought the kid in from Denton, Texas. What's the top?
Jackson Arnold.
Jackson Arnold.
That's what I'm talking about. I think he'll start getting some playing time. Might be third or fourth game, but he'll get in there.
Yeah.
Over spring game watching him, man, I thought he was okay. I mean, I let E speak on that. He went to the game. I thought Jackson Arnold was okay.
Well, he had the backup line in there.
Well, I mean, if you can play, you can play.
Yeah, when you had that first string O line in there,
and he went down there and won
that offense was clicking when that first string O line was out there, and then he hits Gavin Freeman on that post down the middle for a touchdown, pretty pass right over the DB's hands. I mean, it was pretty. So I mean, it was a spring game was fun. It was cool being out there. Kyler Murray getting his statue dedicated to him and everything. Had that little thing at halftime. Wasn't as long as Baker's was. Kyler isn't as long-winded as Baker is. So.
Baker wanted to plant the flag somewhere. That's all he wanted to do. Kyler wanted to get in and get out and get back over to Arizona where the weather's nice, man. It was an old rainy day.
Playing his video game.
Who's that? Kyler. Well, I'll just tell you, though, man, OSU, I know they got a quarterback that came in, and it's going to be interesting to see what Gundy's going to do. He still got his boy on campus. Then he brought a couple kids in, so it's going to be interesting to see what they do. They didn't have a spring game because they said they're doing remodeling, which
they don't have the roster spots right now between injuries and kids in the portal. They didn't really have enough to have 2 teams or an offense and a defense play, so.
We talk about the spring game, but I watched Colorado in their spring game, and they looked really decent. And I tell you, Deion's boy, the quarterback, what's his name? Shadar, whatever. I tell you, he's gonna be real work because he looked really, really good. He comes from from being in the HBC, then coming into a Power 5 program, and I tell you, he did good stuff. I'm really, really interested to see what he does because I tell you, if he goes out and he shows out the first few games, his name's going to be up for that Heisman because the kid can play. I'm telling you right now, he's going to be on somebody's NFL roster because you see what some of these guys that got drafted this year, Alabama's quarterback, and then Ohio State, and then you see the kid that came from Florida. He ended up going to Indianapolis, and then you saw the kid from Kentucky. I tell you, sometimes you do this draft, man, it's pretty bad because these guys get in there and they might not get drafted. They got these nice suits and their girlfriends and mom and daddies, aunts and uncles sitting in there, and they don't get drafted. And if you saw the next day, his girl wasn't even there. So she probably went off to one of them top quarterbacks and left him. So that's how we do it. We keep it 100 right here. But folks, like I said, we're out here at that QB Impact out here with Tom George and some of his coaches, Coach Love, that played at Oklahoma State, man. And I'm seeing some DBs do some footwork, man, and it's looking good. I mean, you're seeing some of these top QBs. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're starting from the middle school all the way to high school. And we got college kids out here. That just tells you what he's doing with these kids and putting the impact in their life. So what are you thinking about it so far, Jonah, looking at it? I know you got a young one coming up. What are you thinking?
I like it. Looks organized, structured. He's got plenty of help out here. He's got the bodies. Like you said, probably about 60, 70 kids.
Yeah, I mean,
now they're running drills, running the ropes.
Yeah, they got ladders out here.
Hero needs some work on his footwork. He's stiff over there.
Yeah.
Time to get him in the lab.
Yeah. Here's a young man that plays on our 7-on-7 team. We're gonna give our 7-on-7 guys some love. You got Anderson out here. You got Hero out here. That's real static, Big E. But I just tell you, it's good to see these young men out here because the only way you're gonna get better is by coming out here. If you're sitting at home playing the Xbox, Madden, you ain't gonna get recruited by playing Madden unless you try to be in the Madden Bowl. But I'm just telling you, you're not gonna get recruited if you're not out here trying to play with the with some of the top-notch kids and get yourself better, though. Big E, what do you think about this so far, though, man? Looking at it,
it's good. This is something I wish I would have gotten myself a part of when I was in high school. Playing and everything. But God had a plan for me. But yeah, it looks good. Got a lot of kids out here from all grades, all shapes and sizes from all different schools. And a lot of these kids are going to be playing against each other coming up this season. So they'll have a feel of each other's game there. I think I like that aspect of it. So yeah, I think this is a good thing that Tom George is doing and his team. He's been doing it for quite a while now. He's pretty reputable in this industry. So, yeah, I like it. It's nice out here.
Well, I mean, that tells you right here, these parents, you got parents behind us. Folks, if you can see, you got parents in the stands watching their kids get better. And not a better way to spend your Sunday afternoon watching these young men get better out here catching the football, throwing the football. But, folks, like I said, we are going to be giving out a scholarship. As you can see on the back of the wall, man, look at our Twitter page. Hit us up, man. If you know somebody that's indeed for a scholarship, please hit us up because we're willing to give out some money to a young man or young woman. I mean, like I said, you got a story about him and say, hey, man, this person deserves to be on this, deserve to get a scholarship. Please let us know because that's what we want to do. We want to give money out. You see, you got the plane because we're over here by
Wiley Post Airport.
Wiley Post Airport. You got the private planes flying in. But folks, we got it everything. We got football. We got wind, and it ain't gonna stop us today though. We're gonna try to bring some of these young men over here to talk to us and see what their future's like going in from middle school to high school to college, and what's going to be their next college. Because like I said, you got Shaun that was over at Iowa State. Now he's at Texas State. So good looking young man. I remember when he was at Jones, a little skinny young man, but I tell you, he's a grown man now, and it's a young man you might see play on Sunday. So it's going to be really interesting to hear what he graduated. And that's what you do, folks. He graduated, he got his degree. It ain't like he's got in the transfer portal. He graduated. Some of these guys don't get to graduate. Some of these guys just move on and never graduate. But to see him graduate is something special. I know his mom and dad's proud, being in the backyard of Jones, Oklahoma, helping them win a state championship. So it's good to see him out here. I'm telling you, man, he went from boys to men, and that's really talking highly of the young man because like I said, he put on some meat, and that's what happens when you go to college and they feed you 18 times a day, so you can put on some good meat. Like I said, guys, I mean, I know we talked a little bit about college, but I got to ask E real quick, man. I know he's sick. His Green Bay Packers lost his lover boy that he loved for so long, Aaron Rodgers. He decided to go to a darker green, and I guess he got tired of playing the Lambeau because they wasn't going to win a championship, so he's going to take his talents to the Jets. What do you think about that, Big E?
It is what it is. People, especially in the NFL, people go and they leave. Aaron, he had a great career. It's a business. He had a great career in Green Bay, and he's going to continue to have a great career in New York for as long as he continues to play. But it is what it is. I think it's time for us to move on. Jordan Love's been sitting behind him for the past few years. A guy that we used a first-round pick on a few years ago. So,
where's Jordan Love? Did he go from? Was he at UCLA?
No, he was at Utah State.
Utah State.
Utah State. So playing under there, I think he played under. He had left Utah State to be the Texas Tech head coach at that time. He played under him. I can't remember his name right now. He's actually on staff at OU right now as like an analyst. But I think it's Wells, Coach Wells, as it was, played under him. And I think he's pretty good. He has a lot of good things. He got to play a little bit last year.
The coach that left, what's the name? Rabbit.
Yeah,
left Rabbit. Yeah. We're watching some of these QBs throw the ball. I know it's kind of windy out here. And like I said, you got all different age groups, man. You got these big receivers out here trying to run routes, man. That guy cut like 9 times. He had me tired from just him cutting all the time. So that's a good ball. I don't know who that QB was, but he just threw a nice ball, man. That was really nice. I don't know how good his receiver was on that, but that's what happens when you got, it's good to get these reps, but when you got guys that you're not used to throwing to, the time can be off a little bit. But like I said, a lot of them skipping the ball around, man. You would think you was playing skip.
That's what this is for, though. Make those mistakes now.
That's it. That's why I like it. I'm out here doing this, man, because a lot of these guys need that work. You got, the receiver coach Shaun Love out here working with these guys, getting them off the line of scrimmage. That's some of these guys people don't realize, though, some of the things you got to do, because when a DB come up and press you, how do you get off? Because if you jam too much, he can take you aside and push you out. So that was a good route by this young man. He got off the ball. Good throw for the Jenks QB, man. I really like this Jenks guy, man. I don't know his name, but we're going to get him over here and get him on Keep It 100 and let people know, because this sunshine looks pretty good on a sunny day. So I'll tell you that, though. I'll tell you that. Big J, what you thinking, man? How they looking to you, man? You looking at these guys? You was a DB. How these receivers look to you?
Receivers are smooth. The DBs are kind of stiff. They need to work on their hips.
The DBs look kind of stiff?
Kind of stiff. Some of these receivers are pretty good, fluent.
It's all about getting off the ball, though, man. You can't get caught up getting jammed. Like that route.
Like that route was he rounded his route out. I mean, that's why, like you said, that's why they out here.
Yeah, and that's what you want. You want these guys to be out here to get better, because the only way you're gonna get better is by coming out here and doing the things you're doing. So it's pretty cool to see these guys do the things they're doing, man.
Nice ball right there.
That's a nice ball right there. I don't know who that is. Like I said, folks, we don't know a lot of these kids, man. There's so many kids out here. If you used to put a name tag on, I'll probably still forget their name, because there's just so many out here, though, man.
Another good ball.
That's another good ball. What was that? Who just threw that one?
I think it was. I don't know. He's had a few good throws out here so far, but I don't recognize.
Oh, that's a good catch. That's a good catch, buddy.
You know, I'm watching Michah out here throw it. I'm wondering how he didn't get more burn at OU. I mean, the way he moves, the way he throws the ball.
A lot of stuff in college we don't get.
You know, we don't get to see his work ethics and all of that, though. Good hands by
Jenks quarterback right there, just doing nice.
Hey, I tell you, that Jenks quarterback, man, I'm telling you, if you don't know who he is, man, you better get to know him, because the boys out here putting on the you got some college kids out here, D1 offer kids out here, man, and he's out here putting on the show, and he's pretty decent size. What do you say, about 6'1", 6'2", what?
6'2.5.
About 6'2.5", man. Is this his hair? Is that the hair receiver right there?
Yeah, that's Luke right there.
Luke right there from Harris, man, the big time receiver, man. Good hands, man. Probably got to get a little bit more crisp on his routes, but really, really, really good hands, man. I mean, just like he put on a little bit more meat from last time we saw him
he looks big,
doing what's called it.
We went out there for Harris Media Day.
Yeah, Media Day though. So yeah. Like I said, we're gonna try to get some guys over here and talk to them real quick and see how they're doing, man. Cause like I said, it's good to see these young men out here putting on the work. They even got some young ladies out here taking pictures. That's good though, man. Tom is doing big things out here, folks. I'm telling you, man, this is a good retirement job right here to have. I'm telling you, all the coaching me and Jonah had done, we should be doing this. Oh man, you got to catch that little daddy. You got to hit you right in the hands though. Who y'all want to have on first though, man? There's so much talent out here, but
we'll just see who Tom sends us.
Yeah. So. Tom just said, hey, whoever you want, bring. You want to take a break real quick, and we'll come right back.
To break.
We'll go to break, man. Have the people that help us pay for these scholarships. We'll be right back after what?
After one of our sponsors.
Keeping it 100 Oklahoma High School Sports on a Sunday afternoon. Be right back.
With 25 years experience in the industry, Linex Customs OKC is your one-stop shop for all your vehicle accessory needs. Specializing in spray-in liners, lifts, levels, wheels, tires, bed covers, and anything else you need to make your ride look and sound better. Call Eric and the boys at 405-778-8878.
Welcome back to Keeping 100 Oklahoma High School Sports on this Sunday afternoon. I'm out here at QB Impact with Tom George, but we got this outstanding looking young man from Jenks. He's looking to try to take them to a state championship. He was over at Bartlesville. Now he's been over at Jenks for the last 2 years.
Yes, sir.
Simian and Gilkey, right?
Yes, sir.
Simian, tell me a little bit about yourself, man. I know it's kind of windy. You got to speak up a little bit, but tell me a little bit about yourself, man. I'm watching you throw the ball, and you got some college young men out here. And I mean, I tell you right now, if you didn't know, people think you was in college. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm Simian Gilkey, class of 2024. Just trying to win a spot at Jenks right now, and just trying to keep the tradition going at Jenks and go win a state championship this year.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's the most important thing. I mean, Jenks is, he can tell you, my brother played Jenks when Rocky Cowan was there the last time. He won a state championship. They should have won 3 in a row, but he got beat by Rocky Cowan's them back in '97. So we know about that Jenks tradition being bomber. So I tell you, you guys have got a rich tradition. But Bigsby comes over in the 6A, being in 6A small, and they come over to 6A big. What's it like? I mean, because it seems like everybody's good. You got Union, you got Owasso. I know Broken Arrow's been down, but you guys are right there. So. Was you guys the ones that knocked out Bigsby this year on ESPN?
Yes, sir.
Did you get to play in that game?
I did not. Nope.
You
No,
didn't
sir.
get to play?
No,
So, I
sir.
mean, what's it going to be like this year coming back? How much you got coming back to contend for a state championship?
We got a lot of returning this year. We got a lot of linemen returning. I mean, we lost some, but we're also gaining some people. So, I mean, it's going to be a good year. We're going to just keep on grinding how we have been and get back to the state championship.
So who do you have to compete with this year? Just you and who else?
So Broken Arrow's quarterback just transferred in.
Quarterback.
Yeah. So Broken Arrow's quarterback just transferred in, Owen Jones. So going to be competing with him to get the starting job this year.
Now, so it's so
Not out
funny.
here, is he?
No, sir.
Okay.
It's so.
Wait, tell me. He's not out here, is he?
No, he ain't out here putting the work. But this is what I've been seeing the last couple of years. It seemed like the one year, the one kid leaves a school. He did he leave Owasso? One of the quarterbacks left Owasso, went to another school. And it seems like a lot of these kids are doing that. I mean, why are they leaving? They feel like it's something better. I mean, because like I said, I know you left Bartlesville, which I don't blame you for that.
Right.
Because Jenks is a rich tradition, but a kid that's already at BA, that's at a good tradition, that's won a state championship, it seems like these kids are moving. So what's the competition going to be like? What does he bring to the table that he's good at, and what do you bring to the table that you're good at?
What I bring to the table, I can run the ball, I can throw the ball, I can do anything coaches want me to. I mean, I haven't got to see him really play yet. I mean, we played against him last year. He started at BA, so, I mean, I haven't really got to watch him. He just got to Jenks like a couple days ago, so I don't even.
Did you know he was coming?
There was talks around the school, and then he finally showed up, so, I mean.
But you got to go battle now,
Yep.
right? And that's what it's all about, man. That's why this show's called Keep It 100, because you got to go battle. Because, I mean, you don't want nothing given to you, but I tell you, you're going to take that challenge. That's why you are here on a Sunday afternoon, living all the way up in Tulsa, driving all the way down to Oklahoma City to get some work in, man, with Tom George and all these other QBs that you can learn something from. Some of these guys that's played Division I. You got the guy that was at OU. You got the guy at Southern Nazarene. But then you also got some good other high school quarterbacks that you can pick up something from, man. I got some film on you earlier. You throwing the ball. You look really, really good, man. You're a guy that caught my eye. I'm going to be rooting for you this year. So good luck to you, and hope you can win that quarterback battle.
Thank you.
All right? Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
You have a great day.
You too.
All right.
Welcome back to Keep It 100 Oklahoma High School Sports. I'm joined by Michah Bowens, guy that came out of Bishop Gorman, started out his college career at Penn State, transferred to OU, and now he's back in the portals. How are you doing today?
Doing great. How you doing?
Doing good. And
Having me on.
yeah, appreciate you. It's a little bit windy, so we're gonna have to speak up a little bit. But just talk about your college career coming out of high school, Bishop Gorman. One of those high schools that's nationally known for their high school program, and just talk about your upbringing in football.
Yeah. I didn't start playing football until I was about 9 or 10. Actually, I started off playing offensive lineman.
Wow.
And then, I was a right tackle, or a right guard actually. And then, I didn't want to be a lineman, so I switched over to flag football. And then the year after that, got back into tackle football. Played quarterback, receiver, played middle. I was a middle linebacker too.
Oh wow. Yeah, you played all over the place.
I used to be bigger than everybody, so if you can believe it or not. But born and raised in Las Vegas. Went to Bishop Gorman, obviously. Played varsity for 3 years. Started at corner my sophomore year, and then took over the reins my junior and senior year. Picked Penn State pretty early on, February my senior year, and then got there. Left after a semester. Came to Oklahoma with Lincoln, and then coaching changes. Things happen here and there, and then now I'm back in the portal again. I just graduated, or I'll be graduating this week.
Okay. Well, congratulations on that. For sure, it's a big accomplishment. Talk about kind of the coaches that you got to kind of learn behind. At Penn State and at Oklahoma, you got to learn from two of the best in the quarterback game, as far as learning from guys like Lincoln Riley, Jeff Lebby, stuff like that. So talk about how it's been learning from guys like that.
Yeah. Well, I've had more coaches than I've been in college. So I've had five coaches since I've been in college. So some would see that as a negative, but I mean I take the positive in every situation. I took whatever pieces I could from each of them, and then obviously Lincoln and Lebby are both offensive masterminds. And they really helped me elevate my game to a point where I'm comfortable to do a lot of good things on the field.
Right. And with you being in the portal now, what are some schools that are kind of hit you up that you've been talking to? We're coming up here pretty soon on the start of the fall camp. It'll be here before you know it. You got to make your decision before then. So what are some schools that have been talking to you in your ear that you think about?
I've been kind of trying to keep it under wraps just a little bit. I didn't want to be out there all like that, but I just got an offer from Southern HBCU in Louisiana.
Yeah.
So I'm really comfortable with them. I'm going to try to get down there probably this week or next week for a visit.
Nice.
And then before the end of the month, I'm going to try to take a few more trips. Just decision, seeing what the best spot for me is going to be.
Absolutely. Tom was telling me earlier when we got here, you got Shaun out here. He's just committed to Texas State. There are little talks there. He's trying to get you to come over there.
Yeah, every time we throw the ball, he's like, we could do that every day.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm going to be the devil's advocate.
Yeah.
How the hell does Booty start in front of you?
I don't speak over
I get it. That didn't make any damn sense.
Some things happen, some things don't.
Yeah.
There's no bad blood between me and Oklahoma. I'll forever love Oklahoma. I have great respect for all the coaches, all the players.
What spring game was that? About 2
I think it was last year.
He was the best quarterback on the field.
Yeah.
Even better. This is my opinion. Even better than Dylan.
I appreciate it.
So I don't get it. Like I was telling him, there's things that we don't get to see. We're just fans.
Yeah.
But there's no way in hell you should have been starting at quarterback last year. That's just my opinion. But I don't get paid for it though. It's on my pay grade.
Yeah. And going back to OU, kind of talk about the coaching change from Lincoln to Brent. The kind of the difference in culture, the difference in how things are ran. How different is it really?
Well, having 3 coaches at Penn State and then 2 at Oklahoma.
Right.
I mean, I understand where everybody was coming from. All the fans were upset, but at the end of the day, what I realized and what everybody else has to realize is college football is just as much a business as it is a sport.
Right.
So as fun as it is, at the end of the day, it's a business, and coaches' jobs are to put their team in the best position or put themselves in the best position to win football games so they can feed their family. So, I mean, when Lincoln first left, it was a big old panic and everything was going on. I remember I posted on my story, like, everybody calm down.
Right.
Like, it's okay. One thing that Oklahoma is always going to be is Oklahoma. Whether or not it's Lincoln, whether or not it's Nick Saban, whether it's not whoever it is. Oklahoma's going to be Oklahoma no matter what. Yeah. So that's what my biggest takeaway from it was.
Nice. Well, I appreciate talking with you. That's all I really got for you. Good luck in your future. Wherever you end up, I'll be rooting you on for sure. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. No problem.
Man, Dad, all this crazy weather has gotten our roof and gutters all messed up.
Good thing we know some guys over at Rain Down Roofing and Gutters. They can inspect and repair your roof and gutters and get in contact with your insurance company in 72 hours or less.
Call Jay Hunt at Rain Down Roofing and Gutters at 405-473-0674. No job is too big or too small for Rain Down Roofing and Gutters. Welcome back to Keep It 100 Uncle High School Sports Zone. Like this Sunday afternoon, I'm with Chickasha, outstanding quarterback, Mr. Cade, looking to take the Chicks to a playoff win this year. Y'all went last year, right? You guys, y'all dropped down to what, 4A?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about yourself, Cade. I mean, like I said, you was a starting quarterback last year. You guys did make it to the first round, right?
Yes,
what's it going to take this year to get it to move on to the second and to get to the semifinals and go compete for that state championship? What's it going to take?
Well, we lost a lot of guys, so it's going to be tougher this year, just getting everybody back. We also lost our offensive coordinator, offensive line coach. But I think we'll be all right because we brought some good guys in and we got a lot of guys that want to work. So all we got to do is put in the work.
So, like I said, going into your senior year, I see you out here on this Sunday afternoon putting in work, to get your craft better, to get your game better. What do you learn from some of the up-and-coming guys that's already played college ball? You got the OU transfer, Michah that's transferred out of OU. Now he's looking to find him a good school, but you see some of these older guys that's playing college ball. What do you kind of pick up from them to make your game better?
Those guys kind of just show you how things should be done, like how you should carry yourself as a person and as a player. So if you can just watch them and see how they do things, like doing push-ups when they throw a bad ball.
That's it. I've seen that a lot. Yeah.
They still do that.
So what have you learned so far by coming to Tom? How long have you been coming to Tom?
Since 7th grade.
7th grade. That's big time, man. I've known Tom for a long time. I remember his son Brandon was doing this, and he had JD Head, some of the other QBs around the state of Oklahoma. I know last year he had the kid out of Cushing. They ended up signing with New Mexico State. So he's had some big time names, man. So and then you can see people believing and trusting him by having that many kids out here, man. It's amazing to see some of these guys, some of these receivers, the stuff they're doing. I mean, at a young age, and even at an older age, they're trying to keep their dream alive, to keep playing college, and even trying to make it to the pro, or even trying to get a scholarship like yourself. So, are there some schools you're looking at for college?
Yeah, right now I have an offer from ECU.
Yeah, yes, sir.
there's a lot of other D2s in this state, D3s that I'm looking at that I really like.
What's a school that you have on your map that you would like to go to and work? Because I always tell people, don't go to the school because of the coach. Go to the school because you like the school. Because at the end of the day, that coach might leave, you know, and so then you're stuck. Like, what happens now? So, but if you go to a school that you like, guess what? He left, but I'm still here at a school I want to be at. So, what's some of the schools that you like though?
So, UCO.
Yeah, UCO's a good school.
Nice
yeah,
like
real nice. And UCO, can you really, I mean, my son goes there, he wrestles for UCO, a great wrestling program with Coach Stiley and what he's done with those guys. They're winning their 16 national championship this year, but I mean, UCO's football program is right on the money, you know, getting a good coach that came in from Abilene Christian, you know, so he knows what it takes to build a program, being at a smaller Division I, but he can build that UCO program. So that's a really good school, though. You know, what's some of the things that you want to work on going into your last year of high school football?
I really leadership, really.
Yeah.
Like I want to just show guys that they can get behind me and follow me, and that I'd like to lead by example.
No, that's big time. Yeah. So Cade, man, like I said, I know you out here putting some work in. You got a little sweat going on. It's a hot day to do it, man. You know, Oklahoma weather, it changes every 2 hours. So, you know, 2 minutes from now it could be raining on us. But I'm gonna let you get back to work, man. Good luck to you and the Chicks this year in 4A football. Thanks, sir. Thanks for coming on. Keep it 100. Thank you. Folks, like I said, we're having a blast, man. Got a bunch of QBs we're having on the show, some receivers. You know, some of the up and coming, man. This guy's an up and coming from Crossing, Mr. Tristan, right? Like I said, he's going to talk to us, tell us a little bit about Crossing. It's funny, I was just telling him, I learned about Crossing just a couple years ago when they started doing big things in the playoffs, man. I was like, where is this school at? So I'll tell you right now, man, it's a school that everybody knows about because they're doing big things every year. He's a left-handed, up and coming, going to be a freshman. So tell me a little bit about yourself, though. You know, when did you decide playing QB?
Right around 6th grade, I went to go play Little League. And they moved me to running back, and then I started putting in the work here, and then after that, it's all up and down.
So I mean, you know, what kind of things do you take from all these QBs you got out here? Because you got a bunch of QBs out here, man. Like I said, it's called QB Impact, and you know, like I said, you are blessed to have guys that can run routes for you, and then also you got receivers, you got DBs, and you got linemen. So everybody's getting a lot of work in. So you know, do you come every Sunday or you try to come a couple Sundays out of the month? I mean, what's your game plan with it?
My goal usually is to come every Sunday, but 2 weeks ago I missed it. I was sick. So,
everybody gets sick, man. It's okay to get sick.
That streak kind of broke. So.
So you've been coming? How long you been coming to this?
Since 5th grade.
So how did you find out about Tom George? I've known Tom a long time. We've done some business together, man. He was nice enough to let me come out and watch you guys and talk to some of the up-and-coming QBs. Because I do a high school podcast, and my job is to follow you guys and see how you guys are progressing as y'all go through your junior high to middle school, on the way up to high school and college. So so how did you kind of find out about Tom George?
Yeah, so my great-grandpa actually, he called me and was like talking about some QB work because he wanted me to play quarterback.
Yes, sir.
And I didn't really think about it at the time. I was a little bit bigger, so I was a lineman. And he told me about it, and I was like, all right. And so I went here, and I've came here every year from here on out.
So you talk about being a lineman. So you've been a QB now. You have a lot of respect for linemen because you played that position. Now you're a QB, so I know you give those guys a lot of love when you throw a touchdown pass and you can stay in the pocket and not get rushed. So what's it like transferring from a lineman to a QB? What's it been like?
It's a lot different, athleticism-wise and skill-wise. I mean, you get your head beaten while you're playing lineman, and quarterback's just a whole different thing.
Yeah, you're trying not to get beat up, man. Because I said you don't want nobody getting the blind side on you. So, so tell me about your Crossing team. I know you're going to be an up-and-coming freshman. What do they have that's in front of you right now that you got to compete with next year to try to get a varsity?
There's a lot to compete with. I respect every single one of them.
Yeah, that's big time.
All of them are real good. They went to playoffs, so they're all pretty good.
That's good.
So I got a lot to do. So.
So I mean, like you
going
said,
here.
but you're doing what it takes to do to become the best is come out here and put the work in and get yourself better. What you need to work on, and like I said, I mean, you're a lefty. I know lefty throws the ball a little different than right-hand guys, man. I was always scared to catch from a left-handed quarterback, but some of the good ones have been around. You know, Steve Young. You know, I think one of the best
Mike
around. You know, Mike Vick. You know, so you got speed like Mike Vick.
I wish.
So
I'm gonna try and get there.
Hey, see, everything that you're doing on this Sunday is gonna get you there, man. Keep working and keep working. It's gonna pay off, though. So you know, what's something you would like to tell some of your teammates? You know, what they got to do this summer to get you guys, like you said, you went to playoffs and all that, to get the team to a state championship. What's it gonna take?
Come here.
Come here. That's it. But
Come here and keep working.
Keep working. Keep working. Well, good luck to you. It's up and coming. I know you're gonna have been a battle for the QB, but you know, I always tell people, those who wait, good things come to them. So just be ready when your number is called. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Thanks, sir. Thanks for coming on the show.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. We are here at QB Impact, and Tom George is putting on the show like he always do, man. We got this outstanding Jones, Oklahoma, folks. Y'all might not remember, he used to be skinny, but I tell you, Yes, sir. He got a Jones State championship. I remember when he was skinny, he used to come over to Tacoma Park. He used to come over to Tacoma Park, folks. Is it recording?
Yeah, you're good.
He used to come over to Tacoma Park and do 7-on-7 with us, man. And I used to tell you, man, it was some good time work, but it's good to see this young man. He graduated from Iowa State. He just signed with Texas State.
Yes, sir.
And I just said, you just looking at him, man, he's become a man. You know, like I told him, it's from boys to men is what he's become. But, Shaun, I just want to talk to you, man. I mean, what was it like being at Iowa State? Now you moved on to a different school. You graduated, but now you got, 1 year or 2 years left?
Yeah, I have 1 year left. And, you know, my time at Iowa State was a blessing. You know, made some lifelong relationships with not only, you know, my teammates, but the coaches as well, and, you know, the fans and everything there. You know, I got to even be friends, you know, with a lot of teams that we played against and everything. And like I said, you know, it was a great time. It's a dream come true to be able to do that, you know, on the biggest stage and, you know, in front of your family and your town and everything.
Yes, sir. I mean, so, you know, when you decided to get in the portal and you graduated, you know, did you have your mind? Because I tell you right now, Texas State got one of the best campuses around, man. It's beautiful, man. I know my son was getting out of high school. I wanted him to go there, man. I know Harold, the basketball player, was there, man, and was one of their top players there in basketball, man, out of Carl Albert. It just tells you they got a connection with Oklahoma kids, you know. So, you know, what was your decision to make Texas State home?
You know, it was being at Iowa State. I was always in a family. That's their biggest thing up there, is, you know, being one. And, you know, ever since I was up there, I felt like I was, you know, always I could go to anybody, you know, teammates, all that. And so when I got in that portal, that was, you know, the biggest thing really for me. And, you know, I took a while to make this decision. I talked to a lot of schools. You know, it kind of came down to, you know, Texas Tech and then Texas State. And, you know, Texas State was the very first school, you know, as soon as my name hit the portal. I mean, it was the first guy to hit me up. And, shoot, it wasn't even, you know, come here, we want you to do this and all that. He was, you know, being genuine and straight up just asking about, you know, how are you and, you know, what's going on with your life. And, you know, he was learning about me, you know, more than just a football player. And, you know, in the football world, of course, you know, it's awesome to go out and you know, be the dog on the field and, you know, have everybody, you know, screaming your name. But at the end of the day, you know, you're a human too.
Yes, sir.
So having someone on your side, you know, that can support you as a human just as much as a football player is a huge thing to me. You know, family, like I said, biggest thing. And shoot, like I said, they stuck beside me, you know, since that first call. And, you know, I know probably at times, you know, they were probably like, dang, is this dude ever going to commit? Or
Yes, sir.
Is he leading us on or what? And, you know, shoot, they stuck with me, so shoot, I'm sticking with them.
You know, Shaun, it's good to see you. I just, you know, before you came on, you was out there helping a young receiver, giving back to what you've learned, and you played at the highest level in college. You know, your next step would be the NFL. An NFL team would be dumb not to jump on you, man. Your size, what are you, 6'6"?
Yeah, 6'6", 220.
6'6", 220. Folks, here I am. I'm not his agent, but I'm telling you, I'm going to put his name out there. But I just tell you, just to watch this young man grow up in Jones, man, and the work he's put in and where he's at. He's graduated. That's the most important thing, mom and dad. and the family can be proud of that you graduated. Now you already got your degree. Now you go out there and have fun, work on your master's, and go have fun at Texas State and do your thing out there and hopefully lead into a bowl game and do things they haven't done. But I just tell you, Shaun, it's good to see you, man, to have the smile on your face, and God has blessed you, and that comes from just having from a strong family, man. I mean, just the work that you put in, man. I remember you in high school. I mean, shit, you was hard to reckon with, man, especially playing what was it, Jones 3A?
Yeah, 3A.
I mean, 3A, man. I'm telling you, as a DB, man, I know they had triple coverage on you. I went to games, man, and you had two good quarterbacks in George's boy, what was his name?
Brandon.
Brandon. You had JD, right?
Yep.
So you had two great quarterbacks that both played Division I football, and then you had yourself playing a Division I receiver. So, Shaun, man, I'm really excited to see what you're going to do at the next, like I said, Texas State, and then going off and playing in the NFL, because you will get a shot. You will get your name drafted, so you might as well go and pick out your suit right now. But being out here, before we let you go, what would you tell some young men that's up and coming what to do and what kind of work they need to put in to get themselves better?
Man, I would say focus on them fundamentals and techniques. It may not be the funnest, the coolest, may never look the best on Instagram or whatever, man. But that's what's gonna separate you. And being respectful. If you can go there and say yes sir, no sir. Talk to your coaches in a respectful way. Treat everyone the same. Little, big, old, young, don't matter, man. Everyone in this world should be treated the same is how I look at it. And if you can learn to do that, like I said, focus on the small things, you'll be able to separate yourself. It's not always, the fastest, the strongest, the biggest make it to the NFL and these next levels. It's the people that can, one, learn every single day, no matter who's trying to teach them, and one, master those things. Like I said, there's way faster people than me, way stronger, everything. But, do they make it? You never know.
You never know.
It all comes down to, like I said, the small things. You got to be a master of the game, mentally, physically, everything. Take care of yourself. Mental health is a big thing, I would say. If you're positive and everything and happy and, nothing gets you down, shoot, you're going to be tough to beat. And that's with everything in life. So like I said, just focus on the little things. And don't ever take anything for granted, because there's a lot of people in this world that don't get to do, what you make it to do every single day. So just never take that for granted, man, and exceed every single day that you got a chance to.
I mean, that's big time. So before we close this up, what's a receiver that you kind of model yourself behind? I mean, being 6'6", what does most people try to compare you to? I got one. I'm going to see what you say the same thing I say.
Growing up, I was a big Julio fan.
Okay, Julio Jones?
Yeah, and obviously, for a big guy, that's him, Mike Evans, Michael Thomas, big people just like that. I pick from every single one, but, I pick from little guys too. I want to be able to, stop whenever I need to stop, be under control, have good body. So, like I said, every single person has something that, they're amazing at, and that's what separates them. So shoot, I try to learn from, everybody that I can, but I would say, the biggest one growing up has always been Julio.
I was gonna say, dang it, from the old Minnesota Vikings, Randy Moss.
Yeah.
Randy Moss.
Yeah.
I mean, but I have to say this too, though, man. The quarterback that you had in college ended up playing for the San Francisco 49ers last
Brock
year.
Purdy.
Yeah. So what was that like, though? A guy that you caught passes from, was on the depth chart, was third string quarterback. Now had a chance to take them to the Super Bowl if he doesn't get hurt. I mean, what was that like? Do you still keep in touch with him? Do you still reach out to him? Or is he too big time now?
Oh no, shoot, I would say Brock is probably more humble than me, and that's really saying something. Brock is he's an amazing guy, man, and I'm so happy that he had that chance, to go on that stage and show the world what he can do. That Mr. Irrelevant, that's tough on a lot of people.
Yes, sir.
And shoot, he went in and, man, accepted it, and I wasn't surprised by that. That's who he is. He's a great guy, like I said, and coming with him and from day one, there's him, there's a lot of guys, there's Mike and everybody that is in the league now too.
Yes, sir.
Being around them, I could say, our class was different, coming in there.
Yeah.
Everyone, carried themselves a different way. And shoot, just about every single one of us is, doing something big with ourselves. And shoot, it's it's good to be, you know, friends with them. You know, we always stay in touch. We still got a big group chat.
That's it. That's what it's all about, though, having that family.
Yeah, like I said from day one, man, it's family. And everyone there is a family, and shoot, no matter, you know, there's a lot of us, you know, that transferred to NFL,
yes, sir,
doing whatever. You know, we're still best friends to this day, man.
And that's big time, Shaun. Well, good luck to you at Texas State this year. And like I said, I'll be looking forward to see you in the NFL draft next year.
Yeah.
Thanks, sir. Take care.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good to see you. Folks, that's Shaun Saab, man, the outstanding Jones receiver, transfer. Like I said, he just graduated from Iowa State. Now he's going to Texas State and do his talents over there, folks. I tell you, he's going to be on somebody's NFL board next year because the kid got size. Like I said, man, you can't go by 6'6", and a guy with good hands and they can catch the football. I think we're going to have another young man, the quarterback with Southern Nazarene. Is that who we got coming in? Man, this guy, folks, he don't look like a QB. I'm telling you, if he's running my way, I'm running the other way, because I'm telling you, he's a grown man. Folks, I'm not lying to you. He's a grown man. How you doing today, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
What's your name now?
Gage Porter.
Gage Porter, man, the Southern Nazarene quarterback. Come on in here. It's kind of windy, man. I know we picked a windy day, but I want you to tell me a little bit about yourself. You know, what high school, what's college going like, what's Southern Nazarene going to look like. You guys got a nice field, you know, for what, Division II, right?
Yes, sir.
I mean, it looks nice out here. What's it like leading this team, you know, every year, the last few years? How's it been?
You know, it's been an honor, and you know, I've had fun doing it. I went to school and went to high school in Elk City, Oklahoma.
Okay, Elk City, baby.
Yes, sir, out west. And the reason I chose SNU over a lot of the other choices I had was just because my offensive coordinator my junior year came and coached here. He was the OC. And so I kind of had a tie-in with him, and I knew that the offense would be real similar, and it fit me well, running the quarterback a lot, spread option, read option type stuff, and so I knew that if I came here, I'd have a good chance of succeeding and being successful.
So, like, you know, you talk about coming out of Elk City. Are you more of a passing or running? Because I know Coach Tom George had told me that, you know, against UCO, you kind of went off with them on the ground. So you're a ground and pound, throw first, kind of built like a Tebow. I mean, what's it like?
I'm definitely a run first quarterback.
Yes, sir.
I'm a lot of people call me a glorified quarterback, or a glorified running back, I should say.
Yes, sir. With an arm, yeah.
So I'm definitely a dude that's if I got some space in front of me, I'm gonna take advantage of it and try to get yards on the ground. But that's, you know, kind of why I got a hold of Tom, and I wanted to improve my passing game, make myself more dangerous next year.
Say that one more time. Because a lot of young people don't realize that you got to get out here and work.
Yes, sir.
They think sitting on the couch is going to get you better playing the Xbox. It's not going to happen.
No,
playing the Xbox, the PlayStation 5, it's not going to happen. You got to get out here and work. You see, you probably got 60 to 70 kids out here. You got a bunch of different quarterbacks. You got a quarterback that played at Penn State, played at OU. I mean, you got kids out here trying to get recruited. So tell them one more time what you got to do.
You can't ever be satisfied. You got to keep working. You know, that's kind of the thing. You know, a lot of people said that, you know, I could have been satisfied with doing what I did last year, being an All-American and stuff, but no, I'm not happy with that.
Yes, sir.
You know, the personal awards are great and all, and I'm glad that I was in that position to do that, but I want to win. And I want to get a conference championship here to SNU, be the first in their D2 era. And, you know, I want to make a run in the playoffs, go to a bowl game.
Yes, sir. That's big time, though. You know, like I said, you got goals. How many years you got left?
This is my last year.
So, yeah, you want to set big goals this year. Like I said, make it to the playoffs and, you know, do big things here. Like I said, you're already an All-American, right?
Yes, sir.
I mean, that's big. I tell people that all the time, man. Those something you can't ever take back. When you go for a job interview, all you have to say is All-American. What does that tell a guy that's looking to hire somebody? It tells you that, one, you're a classy guy. You study the game. You know what's going on. You're somebody that can lead the company in different ways. So that's always going to be on your resume that you're an All-American. People don't realize that. So, you know, what was your record this year at SNU?
We were 5-6, and but of those 6 losses, 4 of them were by a touchdown or less.
Yes, sir.
In the final minute or two. So, but we're hoping to improve. You know, we had a young defense last year.
Yes, sir.
We were turning everyone on offense except one O-lineman, and so we're excited for what this season has for us in the store. But like I said, we were a young defense last year, but those dudes, you know, they've put in a lot of work this spring and stuff, and I mean, I'm really excited for next year.
Well, it's good to see you out here as you out here work with these young men, some of these young up-and-coming high school kids, some in middle school, some in high school, but you're out here showing them what the things they need to do to get better because, like you said, being a quarterback, you got to know when to read, you got to know when to throw, when to take off and run, and like you said, you're here to help your passing game. You already got the running game, so it's going to make you more dangerous this up-and-coming season. So, like I said, good luck to you. Is there anything you'd like to tell your teammates going into this season?
Man, I'm just excited for it, and I know that we have the good Lord has good plans for us this year, and I'm excited for it.
Well, I appreciate it, man. Thanks for coming on Keep It 100, man. Appreciate you, sir. Good luck to you. Well, folks, like I said, that's the SNU quarterback, man. Like I said, if you look at him, man, he looks like an outside linebacker, man. I would not want to hit him. He's running towards me. But, hey, he's out here working on his passing game to get himself better in the upcoming season, trying to take SNU to a bowl game. Like I said, he already got All-American credentials already, so that's big time. That speaks for him. So, man, it's good to see some of these young men out here, man. I'm seeing Hero out here getting his hands better, seeing Anderson Collier, man, out here throwing the ball, man. He looks just as good as any of these high school kids, man. Like I said, he's blessed that he knows the game. You know, his father was a QB at Midwest City at one point in time back in the 96, 95. So that helps him a lot that he can study film and watch film. But what Tom George got out here is amazing, folks. I mean, all these kids, man, and everybody's getting plenty of reps. So you're not going to overdo yourself, but you're going to get plenty of reps and make yourself better and get you ready for the upcoming seasons. To see some of these young men out here that's, maybe 5th or 6th grade out here catching balls from high school kids and middle school kids is going to make themselves better, learning how to run a route with Coach Love helping them and showing them. So it's big time, folks. Like I said, I'm excited to see some of these young guys that I know, like Joseph, that's doing big things. Hero, these guys, man, like I said, these guys are up and coming, man. They're the future. So keep an eye on these guys. And like I said, some of these kids, I don't know them, but they're out here doing big things and working on a Sunday afternoon. And that's another, great episode of Keep It 100. Is that what we want to say? Well, folks, like I said, I'm having a blast out here, man. We might stick around a few more minutes and get a couple more interviews with some kids. But like I said, thank you for always tuning in. And you can see behind the board, we got our names on the Twitter. Check us out. Hit us up, man. You got J Lewis _ J Lewis. Huh?
Blew it down.
The wind blew it down, but you know what we talking about. The sign was up, so you can catch it during the show. But like I said, it's kind of windy. It's going to be fun for E trying to edit this show, but it's going to be a great show like always, what we do over here at Keep It 100, Oklahoma High School Sports. See ya.
I gotta keep it 1 for 100. My man keep it 1 for 100. My ladies keep it 1 for 100. My peoples keep it